inflammation shouldn't get out of control, like in, say, rheumatoid arthritis, which can actually bring damage to your body. Moreover, inflammation is transcripts provided by Transcription Outsourcing, LLC. Because these compounds cause our immune system to become overactive and thus produce these effects. Still, if there are foods that can increase inflammation, that doesn't mean there aren't foods that can lower it. This is what we are going to discuss now. We'll talk about 15 foods that lower inflammation. Number 1. Tomatoes. Tomatoes are nightshade veggies that can help reduce inflammation in certain circumstances and for certain people. What makes tomatoes so special? Well, they contain a compound called lycopene, which is known for its capabilities to reduce lung inflammation. You can get even more lycopene out of tomatoes by cooking them. This way, even tomato sauce works. A 2013 study showed that tomato juice is beneficial in reducing systemic inflammation. Number 2. Nuts. Another source of inflammation-fighting foods is nuts. As shown by Harvard Medical School, nuts have been associated with reduced markers of inflammation and lower risks of cardiovascular disease and diabetes. Almonds, hazelnuts, and pecans are rich in vitamin E, and walnuts contain a high amount of alpha-linolenic acid, which is a very important and beneficial omega-3 fatty acid. Vitamin E and alpha-linolenic acid are known for their powerful properties of fighting inflammation and helping repair the damage caused by inflammation. Number 3. Avocado. Avocado is quite a star amongst people passionate about healthy eating. Apart from the fact that it's a really tasty and versatile fruit that you can eat in numerous ways, it is also very healthy and can help fight splitting headaches. Moreover, it's a very important anti-inflammatory food. Furthermore, avocado contains almost 75% of healthy, unsaturated fats. A recent study showed that overweight and obese adults who ate a meal containing at least half an avocado a day would improve their markers of heart health and inflammation compared to those who ate a meal with the same amount of calories, but a lot of low fats and high in carbs. Number 4. Coffee. Coffee is also a product which we consume daily and a little part of our daily routine. Actually, well, it's good to know that coffee contains a micronutrient called chlorogenic acid. This compound fights inflammation in the gut by inhibiting oxidation and inflammatory markers in intestinal cells. All these health benefits of coffee are present if you drink about 3 cups a day. Also, to keep your coffee as healthy as possible, avoid sugar or artificial sweetener and go for non-dairy milk like almond or coconut. Mushrooms. Let's first name a few mushrooms so you get what we're talking about: button, shiitake, portobello. All of these mushrooms contain a compound called polysaccharide, which is proven to have very important anti-inflammatory properties. Moreover, mushrooms are rich in beta-glucans, a special kind of glucose which is also good at reducing inflammation. Number 5. Turmeric. Turmeric is well known for its bright orange color. It is a very healthy spice due to its curcumin content, an active ingredient very effective at reducing inflammations. Unfortunately, not most of us know how to properly make turmeric part of our daily diet. You can add it to your lattes or broth, use it as a dried spice to add to your homemade veggie chili, or add it in your pre-workout smoothie. It will do wonders. Number 6. Hemp seeds. Hemp seeds contain a unique and beneficial type of omega-6 fatty acid called gamma-linolenic acid, which is known for having anti-inflammatory effects. So, for your next oatmeal, don't forget to sprinkle a generous amount of hemp seeds. You can also add them to smoothies. Number 7. Blueberries. Blueberries contain a considerable amount of vitamin C. Vitamin C is probably the most known antioxidant that fights to protect your cells from free radical damage and can also keep colds away during the winter seasons and do some other great things for your immune system. What's more, blueberries are very good when it comes to fighting inflammation. One study shows that consuming around 1/4 cup of blueberry juice along with the necessary medication can help improve your inflammatory markers and ease any symptoms associated with inflammation. Number 8. Garlic. Apart from fighting away demons in movies, garlic is also a great and very healthy ingredient, which you should incorporate into your diet as often as possible. Garlic contains prebiotics, a type of fiber that fuels the good bacteria in your digestive system. Prebiotics could help lower your risk of colon cancer and support a healthy immune system, says Christy Britt, Ms. Road of 80/20 Nutrition in Chicago. Moreover, garlic helps fight against inflammatory diseases such as irritable bowel syndrome or even ulcerative colitis. One study showed that you should eat raw crushed garlic to enhance the functioning of your immune system. Number 9. Dark chocolate. This might sound like a beautiful, delicious surprise to your ears. What's not to love when it comes to chocolate? Well, you should also find that dark chocolate can fight back your stress-induced inflammatory response. So, yes, eating chocolate 2 hours before a really stressful situation or client meeting can really work wonders. Have you tried it yet? Number 10. Whole grains. Giving up white bread, cereal, rice and pasta and replacing that with whole grains can really keep the perilous inflammations at bay. The cause of this is the big amount of fiber that whole grains contain, which are good in fighting against high levels of C-reactive protein, the marker of inflammation in the blood. Nevertheless, to make sure you're consuming the right, healthy kind of whole grains, you should look for the ones that contain a higher fiber content. Number 11. Soy. Soy is rich in isoflavones, a compound that is turned into estrogen-like chemicals by our bodies, and which helps lowering inflammation levels and CRP in women. It is also believed that soy isoflavone could also reduce the negative effects that inflammation has on bone and heart health. A similar study was conducted on mice and the results were positive. Nevertheless, you should avoid heavily processed soy because the usual additives and preservatives in it could mess with soy's overall benefits. Number 12. Beets. Beets and beetroot juice are really brilliant antioxidant foods. They can not only reduce inflammation but also protect you against various forms of cancer or heart diseases, due to their incredible composition of fiber, folate and powerful plant pigments called betalains. Number 13. Olive oil. Oleocanthal, the source of olive oil's characteristic aftertaste, is believed to have a similar effect to ibuprofen, which that means fighting inflammation. Moreover, olive oil contains alpha-tocopherol, a form of vitamin E which is believed to lead to better lung functioning. Number 14. Tart cherries. Tart cherries are thought of as the highest anti-inflammatory kind of food. This is half a popular belief and half proved through various studies. There have been several pieces of research on the subject. Powder can reduce the inflammation in rats' blood by up to 50%. For us humans, tart cherries are known as very good post-workout food which helps athletes recover faster and also suffer less post-exertion muscle pain. Specialists believe that 1. A ratio. Number 15. Fatty fish. And now, we arrive at fish, the fatty kind of fish like salmon or tuna. Salmon, mackerel, tuna and sardines, which contain high levels of omega-3 fatty acids, known for their inflammation-reducing properties. The bottom line is, you should actually eat fish several times a week, as studies show that people who consume a considerable quantity of omega-3s each day cut their risk of heart diseases by 23%. Now, inflammation should not be messed with. Even low levels of chronic inflammation can lead to serious diseases. So, you should make it your mission to eat clean, eat healthily, and keep your inflammation levels in check. The best choices are antioxidant-rich foods, and the good news is they're all delicious. From dark chocolate to fish or extra virgin olive oil, you have a rich variety of healthy foods to choose from. Now, you should let your imagination free and find new ways of combining these foods in a seriously healthy diet. What's your take on these 15 foods that lower inflammation? Which ones will you include in your diet more often? From now on, let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Did you know that eating this with sweet potato can harm your health? One of the top 3 immune-boosting foods selected by the WHO is sweet potatoes. Even with such excellent benefits, sweet potatoes also have foods that are the best match and foods that are bad matches. You should eat sweet potatoes well to benefit your body. If you consume them with foods that are bad for your body, it may actually harm your health. That's why I've prepared this especially for you. We'll together find out 3 worst combinations with sweet potato, and 3 best foods for protecting your health. Hello. Are there still some of you who haven't subscribed yet? Please subscribe and hit that like button right away. Also, please share with your loved ones. I'll continue to deliver only the best health information to you. When the weather gets colder, there's one food that comes to mind first. None other than sweet potato. Whether sweet potato salad dishes or desserts, or roasted with crispy skin peeling off, leaving smiles on our faces. Sweet potatoes are not just filling but also packed with nutrients. Today's star is sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes have been beloved by people of all ages and genders throughout history. During times of famine, they served as a reliable crop to alleviate hunger. And as times changed, they gained popularity as snacks or delicacies. Nowadays, they're praised for their satiety and are even recognized as a diet food. In fact, the secret behind Kagoshima, Japan's largest sweet potato producing region and longevity village, is sweet potatoes. But hey, did you know that despite how good sweet potatoes are for your health, there are certain foods that, when eaten together, can actually harm your health? Well then, let's explore together 3 worst food combinations and 3 best food combinations to protect your health when eaten with sweet potatoes. First, the worst sweet potato dish is raw sweet potato. Aren't you surprised? Sweet potatoes contain no saturated fat or cholesterol, and they're packed with dietary fiber and antioxidants. You may already know that the white juice that comes out when you cut raw sweet potatoes cleanses your intestines. Yes, it's true. While the abundant dietary fiber in sweet potatoes is great for gut health, eating them raw, especially for those with weak stomachs, is not a good idea. Raw sweet potatoes contain a type of sugar called raffinose, which, when broken down in the intestines, produces carbon dioxide, causing abdominal bloating and foul-smelling flatulence. This gas buildup in the intestines can lead to chronic indigestion and ultimately worsen gut health. Intestinal polyps can lead to various gastrointestinal diseases, including colon cancer. So it's essential to be cautious. Furthermore, raw sweet potatoes contain substances that inhibit trypsin enzymes, which break down proteins. The more protein-rich foods you consume together with raw sweet potatoes, the more these inhibitors increase, hindering digestion. What's truly astonishing is that these enzymes are destroyed by heat. So be sure to cook sweet potatoes thoroughly. Additionally, the gut is often referred to as the second brain because it's closely linked to our brain health. Did you know that the gut and the brain are connected by 2,000 nerve fibers? In fact, there's a central connection axis between the gut and the brain. So the health of the gut directly affects not only mood and sleep, but also cognitive abilities. It's crucial to consume easily digestible foods regularly and take care of gut health, as it's the best habit for preventing dementia and maintaining brain health. So, the recommended food that goes best with sweet potatoes is apples. Sweet potatoes are rich in dietary fiber as well as vitamins A and C. In particular, beta-carotene in sweet potatoes is excellent for eye health and old age, preventing night blindness, and promoting vision recovery. Moreover, its abundance of antioxidants effectively inhibits free radicals. One of the causes of aging, preventing skin aging and suppressing the secretion of lactic acid bacteria, which causes fatigue, aiding in fatigue recovery. Additionally, sweet potatoes are full of calcium, which strengthens bones and enhances bone density. Therefore, it's essential to consume sweet potatoes for preventing osteoporosis and maintaining strong bones. However, there's one major problem. Consuming an excessive amount of sweet potatoes, including raw ones, can lead to a substance called amygdalin causing digestive issues, such as abdominal bloating and intestinal gas. Focus here. This is where apples come in. The pectin in apples creates a protective barrier on the intestinal wall, preventing the invasion of toxins. Moreover, the tart organic acids in apples help digest the starchy sweet potatoes more efficiently. Furthermore, when you cook sweet potatoes, apples perfectly complement them by replenishing any deficient vitamins. As for the recommended recipe, apple and sweet potato curry is a great option. With the natural sweetness of apples and sweet potatoes combined with the turmeric and curry, you can enjoy a healthier and tastier meal. As the weather suddenly gets colder and immunity weakens, it's essential to include it. Apple sweet potato curry in your diet. Second, the worst sweet potato dishes are fried sweet potatoes and dried sweet potatoes. When the transitional season passes and cold winter arrives, the most tempting snack is fried sweet potatoes. Eating sweet and fragrant fried sweet potatoes is truly delightful. And recently, many people have been enjoying them as snacks after drying them to make them chewy. However, especially for health reasons, they're not suitable for individuals with diabetes. First of all, sweet potatoes are carbohydrate-rich foods with strong sweetness. So although they may seem very high in sugar, their glycemic index, GI, is not as high as one might think. In fact, sweet potatoes have a lower GI than potatoes and gradually raised blood sugar levels, making them suitable even for diabetic patients. However, the calorie content of sweet potatoes is quite high. Eating one sweet potato is equivalent to consuming 2/3 of a bowl of rice. Here's a quick pause. Did you know that surprisingly, the glycemic index and calories of sweet potatoes vary depending on the cooking method? When sweet potatoes are baked, moisture is lost, and sugar content increases, resulting in significantly higher blood sugar levels and calorie content. In reality, raw sweet potatoes contain 128 kilocalories per 100 grams, while boiled ones have 140 kilocalories. Baked ones have 150 kilocalories and dried ones have a whopping 350 kilocalories. Furthermore, fried sweet potatoes have a glycemic index more than twice that of boiled sweet potatoes. So you must be cautious when consuming them. The calorie content varies greatly depending on how you eat the same sweet potato. Therefore, when the weather gets colder and outdoor activities decrease, it's better for your health to avoid fried sweet potatoes and dried sweet potato snacks. Now, let's summarize the best way to consume sweet potatoes here. It's best to wash sweet potatoes thoroughly, boil them with the skin on, and consume them as a meal replacement. The skin contains not only antioxidants and vitamins but also a variety of dietary fibers. So be sure to eat it together. Additionally, sweet potato stems are rich in calcium, potassium, and vitamin A. So including them as a side dish is also beneficial. Secondly, the food that pairs best with sweet potatoes is tomatoes. As you age, you're more susceptible to vascular diseases, and sweet potatoes are the ideal food for vascular health. Sweet potatoes are rich in pantothenic acid, a type of vitamin B, which helps regulate hormone secretion to relieve stress and prevent high blood pressure. Here's a question for you. What do you think is the biggest cause of hypertension? It's primarily due to excess sodium in the body. Therefore, it's crucial to reduce salt intake and consume foods rich in potassium, which helps excrete sodium from the body. However, today's stars, sweet potatoes and tomatoes, are excellent sources of potassium. Consuming sweet potatoes and tomatoes together helps flush out accumulated sodium from the body and has a tremendous detoxifying synergy effect. But that's not all. The abundant dietary fiber in sweet potatoes remarkably reduces colon cancer cells by up to 70%. In fact, sweet potatoes are recognized by the Cancer Prevention Committee as one of the best foods for preventing colon and lung cancer. When paired with tomatoes, a superb anti-cancer food, they exhibit extraordinary efficacy. So make sure to include tomatoes and sweet potatoes in your diet from now on. Here's a handy tip for you. Tomatoes have antioxidant properties in their skins and are lipid soluble. So lightly sautéing them in oil or drizzling them with a bit of olive oil before consumption is highly beneficial. So remember that. The last food that pairs worst with sweet potatoes is peanuts. While it's well known that the soluble dietary fiber in sweet potatoes slows down digestion and promotes the secretion of leptin, which melts body fat, making it good for dieting, it's true. It also gives a feeling of fullness and is beneficial for respiratory health and lung health. However, consuming sweet potatoes and peanuts together significantly increases the risk of obesity. So be cautious when consuming them. Sweet potatoes are a typical carbohydrate-rich food, mainly starch-based carbohydrates. Peanuts also contain a lot of starch, so excessive carbohydrate intake can lead to potential issues. Carbohydrates are a good source of energy for our bodies. But the problem lies in the fact that carbohydrates easily accumulate fat. Therefore, carbohydrates are easily converted and stored as body fat, eventually leading to belly fat, visceral fat, and aging. So, in the future, remember not to eat sweet potatoes and peanuts together, but consume them separately. The last but not least best combination with sweet potato is yogurt. Have you ever felt your throat getting blocked after eating tough sweet potatoes? At times like these, eating them with yogurt not only helps clear your throat, but also provides excellent taste and nutrition. While the abundant fiber in sweet potatoes is beneficial for the gut, it can also take a long time to digest, potentially causing discomfort. Consuming yogurt or yogurt dressing with sweet potatoes helps digestion by introducing fermented probiotics and organic acids. Conversely, yogurt dressings often contain high levels of sodium, but sweet potatoes' potassium helps excrete sodium, making them a perfect match. Here's a quick tip. When you feel your throat blocked after eating sweet potatoes, consuming refreshing radishes alongside them is excellent. This is because radishes contain diastase, which aids digestion. So, in the future, remember to pair sweet potatoes with yogurt and radishes. Hold on. Some people have sweet potatoes as a late-night snack. However, eating them when your metabolism is slow at night can lead to the accumulation of sugar in your body, making digestion particularly challenging. It can cause fermentation in the intestines and acidification of the blood during sleep. Therefore, especially for those with diabetes or weak kidneys, it's best to avoid consuming sweet potatoes in the evening. So far, we've looked at the 3 worst pairings and 3 best pairings when consuming sweet potatoes. Let's summarize together, shall we? First, it's better to eat sweet potatoes cooked by boiling or steaming rather than raw or fried. And it's beneficial to eat them with apples and tomatoes instead of peanuts among nuts. Try pairing sweet potatoes with yogurt or radish for a delicious and nutritious combination. How does that sound? I hope you'll cook and enjoy sweet potatoes with foods that complement them well to maintain your health. Thank you so much for being with us. If today's video has been helpful, please subscribe and like it. Also, please share it with your precious family and friends. I'll always pray for your health and happiness. Did you know that eating cabbage with this can actually harm your health? Cabbage is well known as one of the best foods that good for your health. There are foods that go very well with cabbage and some that do not. Even though cabbage is healthy, you need to eat it correctly for it to be good for your health. Eating cabbage with bad foods can harm your health. I will tell you about 3 foods that are the worst combinations with cabbage for boosting your health. And also 3 foods that are the best combinations with cabbage. Especially for certain people, cabbage needs to be eaten carefully. So please stay tuned until the end. Are there anyone who didn't subscribe yet? Please hit the subscribe and like buttons right now. I will continue to bring you the best health information. When we eat, we don't consume just one type of ingredient. In a single dish, various ingredients complement each other's taste and health effects. However, just because ingredients taste good together doesn't mean that their nutritional values match well. Eating foods with poor nutritional combinations can harm your body and even lead to serious health issues. Every natural ingredient has its own beneficial nutrients. Knowing these nutrients and consuming them properly is the best habit for your health. Today's topic is cabbage, one of the best health foods. Everyone knows that cabbage is good for the health. But did you know that there are foods that can harm your health when eaten with cabbage? There are even people who should never eat cabbage. Now, let's learn about the 3 worst and 3 best food combinations with cabbage and discover a miraculous recipe. The first thing you should never eat with cabbage is high blood pressure medication and aspirin. Especially if you are taking blood-thinning medications like warfarin and aspirin, you should avoid cabbage. Cabbage is rich in polyphenol and anthocyanins, which are excellent for lowering blood pressure and preventing cardiovascular diseases. Many patients with high blood pressure and high cholesterol take it regularly. But pay attention here. If you are prescribed aspirin and high blood pressure or high cholesterol medications, the situation is entirely different. Warfarin-based blood pressure medications and aspirin work as anticoagulants, thinning the if a blood clot forms in your blood vessels. These anticoagulants help dissolve the clot and keep the blood flowing, preventing blockages. They help prevent conditions like cerebral hemorrhage, stroke, and cerebral infarction. However, the vitamin K in cabbage does the exact opposite. Vitamin K activates platelets and helps blood clot at injury sites and blood vessels. While high blood pressure medications and aspirin thin the blood, vitamin K in cabbage thickens it. Therefore, if you are taking high blood pressure or high cholesterol medications and aspirin, you need to be very cautious with cabbage consumption. Vitamin K in cabbage can reduce the effectiveness of your prescribed medications. Check now if any of the medications you regularly take include warfarin, but here is the kick. Does this mean you should completely avoid cabbage if you're on these medications? No, there is a miraculous recipe that even these individuals can enjoy. The first food that pairs perfectly with cabbage is apples. Eating cabbage and apples together is safe and beneficial. The potassium in apples helps dilate blood vessels. When you consume the sulforaphane in cabbage, which inhibits blood clots, along with the potassium in apples, it greatly improves blood circulation and lowers blood pressure. This makes it a miraculous combination. From now on, always eat cabbage with apples. A recommended recipe is cabbage apple juice. Blend cabbage and apples together. Steaming or cooking the cabbage before blending can increase its absorption. So remember this tip. It is especially good to drink this on an empty stomach in the morning. You can also add carrots to the juice. Carrots promote blood formation and improve blood flow in the vessels. However, if you add raw carrots, the enzyme ascorbinase in carrots can destroy the vitamin C in cabbage and apples. Adding a little vinegar or lemon juice can reduce this vitamin destruction, allowing you to get all the vitamins from the cabbage and apples. Plus, it neutralizes the strong sulfur smell of cabbage, making it a double benefit. The second worst combination for cabbage is for people with weak thyroid function. Cabbage contains a variety of nutrients and is very beneficial for stomach health, which is why many people eat it often. However, if you have hypothyroidism or an iodine deficiency that weakens your thyroid, eating cabbage can worsen your symptoms. Cabbage contains glucosinolates, which are miraculous antioxidants that help maintain youthfulness. These compounds inhibit the production of hormones. Especially, they have been proven to have anti-disease effects on various health issues for stomach and breast. However, these compounds can interfere with the production of thyroid hormones or the absorption of iodine, making cabbage unsuitable for people with weak thyroids. Cabbage contains a lot of nitrogen and sulfur compounds, and its goitrogenic substances can inhibit the production of thyroid hormones in the body. Therefore, people with weak thyroids should avoid eating cabbage. Does this mean you should never eat cabbage if you have a thyroid condition? No. There's a miraculous way to consume it. Instead of eating cabbage raw, cook it. The compounds that inhibit iodine synthesis are very sensitive to heat. Blanching the cabbage in boiling water for about 30 seconds. Steaming it or lightly stir-frying it in oil can make it safe to eat. Pay attention, the second food that pairs well with cabbage is grapefruit. Cabbage pairs excellently with sour fruits, and eating it with grapefruit can maximize its antioxidant effects. Cabbage is rich in anti-disease compounds, particularly isothiocyanates, which have been found to be much more effective than many conventional treatments. These compounds are effective in preventing various serious conditions, including those affecting the breast, prostate, bladder, colon, and thyroid. Additionally, cabbage activates white blood cells that fight disease and promotes the secretion of TNF, which helps destroy cancer cells. When you eat cabbage with grapefruit, which is rich in vitamin C, the antioxidant effects are greatly enhanced. The carotenoids in cabbage prevent the aging of skin cells and help regenerate cells, making the skin smooth and elastic. It also helps remove waste products from the body, making the combination with grapefruit even more effective. Furthermore, cabbage is high in dietary fiber and low in calories, making it excellent for weight loss. Grapefruit contains naringin, which has a bitter taste and helps reduce visceral fat. Therefore, from now on, always eat cabbage with grapefruit. The third highly risky cabbage food is cabbage juice or extract. Many people are surprised by this because they drink a lot of cabbage extract juice for their health. Cabbage is often called a natural stomach protector. It contains sulforaphane, which inhibits the spread of Helicobacter pylori, a bacteria that causes stomach ulcers, making it particularly beneficial for stomach health. Cabbage is also rich in vitamin U, which strengthens and regenerates the stomach lining, and antioxidants like riboflavin and carotenoids, which are very effective for colon and stomach health. However, pay attention. Consuming cabbage in juice form is a completely different story. When cabbage is extracted, the fiber is significantly destroyed, and the sugars are concentrated, which is not good for diabetics. Additionally, cabbage juice can disrupt the balance of potassium and sodium in the blood, making it harmful for people with weak kidneys. People with sensitive intestines should especially avoid it as cabbage ferments easily in the colon, producing gas that can irritate the colon and cause bloating. This bloating can lead to irritable bowel syndrome and even colon inflammation or serious health issues. Furthermore, cabbage has a cooling effect that can easily cause diarrhea or abdominal bloating, so it should be consumed with caution. So, what foods should we eat with cabbage? The third highly recommended food combination with cabbage is milk. Milk is rich in protein, vitamins, and calcium, which not only complement the nutrients in cabbage, but also neutralize stomach acid and stabilize the stomach's condition. Specifically, the vitamin U in cabbage combines with the protein in milk to synthesize a new protein that protects the stomach lining from damage caused by stomach acid. This significantly enhances cabbage's benefits for stomach health. This method is a miraculous way for people with sensitive intestines to safely consume cabbage. If you frequently experience heartburn or digestive issues, eating cabbage with milk can be very beneficial. Blending cabbage and milk together and drinking it as a breakfast substitute on an empty stomach is also an excellent method. We've now covered the 3 worst and 3 best food combinations with cabbage. Then it's time to summarize. If you are taking high blood pressure medication or aspirin, you should always eat cabbage with apples. Blending cabbage and apples with carrots is even better. And don't forget to add vinegar or lemon juice. If you have a weak thyroid, you should never eat raw cabbage. Always cook it before eating. Lastly, instead of concentrated cabbage juice, chew cabbage thoroughly with milk. How does that sound? Cabbage is an excellent health vegetable, and I hope you can eat it with the right food combinations to maintain your health. Thank you for staying with me today. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe and like. Also, share it with your precious family and friends. I always pray for your health and happiness. Thank you. Did you know that eating this with oranges can actually harm your health? While oranges are renowned for their vitamin C and overall health benefits, not all food combinations are good for you. It's important to eat oranges in the right way to maximize their benefits. Pairing them with the wrong foods can negatively impact your health. In this video, I've gathered important information for you to boost your health and protect your immune system. I'll reveal the 3 worst foods to pair with oranges and the 3 best foods to pair with them. Hello everyone. This is your Dr. John here. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe and like buttons now. Share this with your loved ones and spread the word about Dr. John. I'll continue to provide you with the best health information. When you think of juicy, sweet, and tangy fruits, which one comes to your mind first? The season of oranges has finally arrived. Have you ever peeled an orange, drawn by its sweet and tangy taste and aroma, only to end up with yellow-stained fingers? Today's main topic is the ultimate source of vitamins, the orange. Oranges are incredibly rich in nutrients. At this time of year, they are especially high in vitamin C, which helps improve metabolism and boost your immune system. The juicy and tangy flesh and pulp of oranges, as well as the zest used in teas and desserts, are all packed with amazing health benefits, making trove of vitamins. But did you know that even such a healthy fruit like oranges can be harmful if eaten with certain foods? Now, let's learn about the 3 worst foods to eat with oranges that can harm your health. And the 3 best foods that can help you stay healthy longer. The first food that pairs the worst with oranges is milk. Have you ever debated whether to drink orange juice or milk for breakfast? Or perhaps you've enjoyed a tangy orange and then had a refreshing glass of milk. It might seem like the calcium in milk and the vitamins in oranges would be beneficial together, but this combination is actually not good for digestion. Do you know why we have banana milk and strawberry milk, but not orange milk or lemon milk? That's right. The reason is that the milk's special protein, casein, curdles and coagulates when it meets acid. So, when you consume sour fruits like oranges or lemons with milk, they form clumps. When these clumps encounter stomach acid, they get bitter and slow down digestion. This is why you may feel bloated and experience indigestion. From now on, when drinking milk, it's better to avoid strongly acidic foods. And instead choose ripe, sweet fruits that are less sour. Frequently eating combinations of foods that are hard to digest can lead to chronic indigestion. So for the sake of your gut health, always opt for easily digestible foods. Wait a minute. Did you know that like the calcium in milk, oranges are excellent for bone health? It's true. Oranges contain beta-cryptoxanthin, a type of vitamin A, that is remarkable for increasing bone density and strengthening bones, making it excellent for preventing osteoporosis. Moreover, oranges have 40 times more beta-cryptoxanthin than lemons. So make sure to include oranges in your diet for strong bones. The first food that pairs best with oranges is sweet potatoes. Just thinking about the tangy orange and the sweet potato sounds really delicious. Amazingly, not only do they taste great together, but they also form a powerhouse combination in terms of nutrition. First of all, a single orange contains over 70 milligrams of vitamin C. Just 2 oranges can provide you with your daily recommended intake of vitamin C. The vitamin C in oranges helps prevent colds, aids in recovery from fatigue, and supports collagen synthesis, making it excellent for skin health. Sweet potatoes, a superfood, are also packed with vitamin C. Therefore, eating oranges and sweet potatoes together creates a fantastic synergy. The vitamins in oranges and sweet potatoes blend well in the body and enhance each other's absorption. This combination doubles the antioxidant effects and boosts cold prevention. During seasons with extreme temperature fluctuations, when immune strength is crucial, eating oranges and sweet potatoes together is highly beneficial. By the way, have you ever noticed the white threads inside the pulp of an orange? These white threads, found in the orange peel, are called albedo, a type of water-soluble dietary fiber. Albedo promotes colon movements and helps prevent and relieve constipation. Combined with the fiber in sweet potatoes and the pectin in oranges, which aids digestion, this duo is excellent for gut health. Additionally, the tanginess and moisture of the orange counteract the dryness of the sweet potato, making them a perfect flavor match as well. The second worst food to pair with oranges is carrots. Despite being known as the king of vitamin A, carrots are surprisingly not good to eat with oranges. This is because carrots contain an enzyme called ascorbic acid oxidase, which destroys vitamin C. This enzyme breaks down the vitamin C in oranges, preventing you from benefiting from the amazing advantages mentioned earlier. Additionally, ascorbic acid oxidase is not only found in carrots, but also in pumpkins and eggplants. So you should avoid eating these with oranges as well. Wait a minute. Oranges are not only rich in vitamin C, but also in vitamin P, which is excellent for vascular health. Interestingly, vitamin P is found almost exclusively in citrus fruits like oranges. Oranges are packed with a miraculous compound called hesperidin, which has antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and anti-obesity effects. Hesperidin strengthens capillaries, enhances their function, and helps reduce triglyceride and cholesterol levels. Therefore, for the prevention of arteriosclerosis, hypertension, and cardiovascular diseases, make sure to include oranges in your diet. The second best food to pair with oranges is ginger. Tangy sweet flesh, but also for their peels, which are widely used in cakes, cookies, jams, marmalades, and desserts. You might notice a hint of spiciness in orange desserts, which often comes from ginger, a key ingredient in baking. Some people enjoy orange ginger tea, made by boiling orange peels and ginger together. This combination is not only delicious but also offers incredible health benefits. Oranges are rich in vitamin C and P, cholesterol-inhibiting vitamin E, and folate, A, B vitamin. Surprisingly, the peel contains 4 times more nutrients than the flesh. So it's essential to consume the vitamins and nutrients from the peel as well. Using orange zest in desserts or making orange zest tea is highly recommended. Clean the inside of a well-washed orange peel, dry it in the shade, and boil it in water to make a healthy orange peel tea. This tea boosts immunity, treats colds, relieves coughs and phlegm, and alleviates headaches. Adding ginger to this tea enhances its benefits significantly. The spicy component of ginger, gingerol, combines with the abundant vitamins in oranges to reduce inflammation. This combination not only boosts immunity but also soothes the lungs and relieves coughs. Citric acid helps suppress inflammatory responses, promoting bronchial and lung health. Therefore, during times of significant temperature fluctuations when immunity is particularly vulnerable, be sure to drink orange ginger tea made with orange peel and ginger. Lastly, the third worst pairing with oranges is for those with diabetes. Although oranges are hydrating and among the best healthy yellow foods, they have one significant downside. Oranges are high in sugars. Oranges contain a high amount of simple sugars, which are digested and absorbed quickly compared to other types of sugars. This rapid absorption causes a sharp increase in blood sugar levels. This can stimulate insulin secretion from the pancreas and promote fat synthesis in the body, leading to obesity and inflammation, especially in less active individuals. However, it's important to note that in moderation, oranges can be highly beneficial for people with diabetes. The various vitamins in oranges provide antioxidant effects and help lower lipid levels in the blood. Moreover, they enhance memory and prevent cognitive decline because consuming oranges increases the expression of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, which is related to neuroprotection. Have you ever noticed your hands and feet turning yellow after eating too many oranges at once? This is called carotenemia. The yellow pigment in oranges, keratin, is absorbed about 30% in the intestines, with the remainder accumulating in the subcutaneous fat, especially at the extremities. However, this is a temporary condition and not a sign of acute diabetes, so there's no need to worry excessively. Lastly, the third best pairing with oranges is delicious nuts. Nuts are a staple in superfoods and longevity diets. When consumed with oranges, they provide tremendous synergy for preventing various adult diseases and boosting immunity. Nuts are rich in unsaturated fatty acids, which are highly effective in reducing cholesterol and triglycerides. The vitamins and minerals abundant in oranges help boost immunity and promote metabolism, thereby maximizing the benefits of nuts. The antioxidants in oranges help cleanse the blood and eliminate free radicals, strengthening blood vessels. Nuts further enhance these benefits, making this combination an excellent match. So, from now on, whenever you eat oranges, make sure to have a handful of nuts. This way, you'll not only enjoy the taste and nutrition, but also reap the benefits of preventing adult diseases and brain damage. We've covered the 3 worst and 3 best foods to pair with oranges. Let's summarize one last time. Don't eat oranges with milk instead, pair them with sweet potatoes. To preserve the abundant vitamins in oranges. Avoid pairing them with carrots and choose ginger to enhance the synergy. If you have diabetes, limit your orange intake and pair them with nuts for the best results. How do you feel about this? By enjoying healthy oranges with the right foods, you can protect your health and well-being. Thank you so much for staying with me for a long time. If you found today's video helpful, please subscribe and like. And don't forget to share it with your precious family and friends. I always pray for your health and happiness. This has been your Dr. John. Thank you. You've probably heard a lot about how drinking 3 cups of coffee a day is good for your health. But wait. Doing so might actually harm your health, especially when you have it with this. Did you know that having coffee with certain things can lead to cancer and dementia? Even your daily coffee has its best and worst food matches. So, I've got you covered. For cancer and dementia prevention, I'll share with you the 3 worst foods to have with coffee. And the 3 best foods that go perfectly with it. Hello there. Are there anyone who haven't subscribed yet? Hit subscribe and like right now. Please share this video with your loved ones. I promise to keep bringing you the best health information. These days, it's often said we're living in a coffee state, with our nation being among the world's top coffee consumers. The passion for coffee here is truly remarkable. The coffee we enjoy 2-3 times a day is packed with benefits. Not just for diabetes and dementia prevention but also for fighting cancer and cardiovascular diseases. Plus, the stimulating effect of caffeine adds vitality and energy to our daily life. The delightful and rich aroma of coffee boosts dopamine production, enhancing mood and even helping with depression. But did you know? Even coffee, as beneficial as it is, can be harmful when paired with certain foods. So, let's dive into the 3 worst food pairings with coffee for cancer and dementia prevention. and the 3 best pairings that can help extend our lives healthily. First off, the worst choice to pair with your coffee is, surprisingly, sweet coffee drinks like vanilla lattes. Many of you might grab one of these sweetened coffee drinks after a meal, right? When you look at what's in them, beyond the coffee, you find a huge amount of sugar, powdered creamers, and other synthetic additives. Putting aside the freshness of the coffee granules, the excessive amount of sugar is the biggest issue. You already know sugar isn't good for you. But why are sweet coffee drinks particularly bad for your health? It's mainly because you have them after eating. Imagine this. You've already had your fill of carbs and sugar from your meal, raising your blood sugar. And then you top it off with a sugar-packed coffee drink. Exactly, it spikes your insulin resistance, and leaves extra sugar floating in your bloodstream. This leftover blood sugar acts as glycotoxins, causing inflammation in your vessels, which can lead to cancer. If it goes to the liver, it causes fatty liver disease. If it reaches the brain, it can shrink the hippocampus, responsible for memory, reducing brain size and leading to dementia. Moreover, increasing insulin resistance is a direct path to diabetes, obesity, high blood pressure, and other metabolic syndromes. And there's more. The creamy powder that adds a rich flavor is another big issue. Because its fat content easily turns into visceral fat in your body, making sweet coffee drinks after meals a terrible habit for your waistline and cholesterol levels. So, what kind of coffee should you drink? The answer is filtered or brewed, Americano and espresso, made from freshly roasted beans without any added sugar. By choosing this kind of coffee, you avoid the sugar and calories that are the downsides of sweet coffee drinks, keeping only the benefits of coffee. Drinking 2-3 cups of good coffee a day is really good for your health. And for those who sometimes add syrup to their coffee, remember that liquid fructose or corn syrup, often called syrup, is even worse for your health than sugar, so you should definitely avoid it. So, what should you add to your coffee, or eat with it? There's a miraculous way to maximize the benefits of coffee and drink it like a tonic, and it involves one of the top 3 spices in the world, the cinnamon. In fact, in Mexico, adding a cinnamon stick to coffee is a traditional health and longevity secret known as café de olla. Did you know coffee is excellent for heart health? Recent studies presented at the European Society of Cardiology have shown that 3 cups of coffee a day can significantly reduce the risk of stroke and cardiovascular diseases by up to 60%. And why is that? You might wonder. It's because coffee is rich in antioxidants called polyphenol. Astonishingly, the amount of polyphenol in coffee is 3 times that of green tea, and 9 times that of black tea. These components not only strengthen the blood vessels and cleanse the blood, but also reduce inflammation levels within the vessels. Now, here's the kick. Cinnamon is also packed with these miraculous antioxidants, polyphenol. When combined, coffee and cinnamon create an incredible synergy. Interestingly, the polyphenol in cinnamon help expand the blood vessels and nourish the joints. With the colder weather, causing many to experience numbness and swelling in their hands and feet. Combining coffee and cinnamon can aid in improving blood circulation. You can either stick a cinnamon stick in your coffee, or simply mix in about half a teaspoon of cinnamon powder for the perfect golden ratio. It's a great combination to try. So, the second worst match for coffee is actually medication. This includes not just supplements but also any prescription drugs you might be taking. Are there any of you who think because coffee's caffeine speeds up metabolism, it might make your medicine work faster? Or, do you take your post-meal supplements with coffee? Doing so not only renders the medicine ineffective, but can also cause serious health issues. Drinking coffee when you're tired can momentarily beat sleepiness and boost your focus, right? That's because the caffeine in coffee stimulates blood circulation, waking you up and giving you a burst of energy. While this is great on its own, it's very risky to mix this with medication. First off, supplements are full of good stuff like vitamins B, C, D, or minerals such as iron. But caffeine from coffee can block these beneficial ingredients from being absorbed in your stomach, making them useless. Moreover, mixing coffee with prescription drugs can lead to even bigger problems. Common medications like aspirin and stomach medicine when taken with coffee can increase stomach acid and cause severe irritation. This could lead to serious issues like stomach spasms, perforations, and ulcers. Also, medicine for cold and cough, which already has a stimulating effect when added to the stimulating effect of caffeine, can cause your heart to race and blood pressure to spike, leading to emergencies like arrhythmias and brain hemorrhages. Plus, if you're taking diuretics for conditions like high blood pressure, coffee's diuretic effect can overburden your kidneys. Therefore, it's crucial to avoid taking coffee with supplements and prescription drugs. If you wait 1 or 2 hours between them, you can enjoy the benefits of your medicine and coffee without any problems. At this point, the best food pairing I recommend with coffee is definitely milk. Many of you enjoy adding milk to your coffee to make lattes or cappuccinos, right? Adding milk not only softens the bitterness and acidity of coffee, making it smoother and creamier, but it also enhances its health benefits. Have you noticed you tend to visit the bathroom more often after drinking coffee? That's because of the diuretic effect of caffeine in coffee, which helps with metabolism and blood circulation, speeding up the elimination of waste from your body. While this can be good, it also poses a big problem. Caffeine can cause the calcium in your body to be expelled along with it. That's why coffee is sometimes called a calcium thief. Moreover, caffeine can even interfere with the absorption of calcium in the body. So, how can we counteract this downside? By pairing coffee with the king of calcium, milk. Even if caffeine flushes out calcium, the ample amount of calcium in milk ensures you can drink coffee without worries. Additionally, the bitter and acidic taste of coffee can stimulate the production of stomach acid. Milk creates a protective layer in the stomach and neutralizes acidity, making it an excellent choice. Plus, adding protein balances the nutritional value of your coffee, making milk and coffee a perfect match. The third worst food to pair with coffee might surprise you, it's chocolate. A sweet chocolate cake with a cup of Americano can be delicious. And there are also coffees drizzled with chocolate syrup, like a chocolate frappuccino. Some even pair dark chocolate with coffee, for diet purposes. Wait a second. Coffee is known to aid weight loss, but do you know why? It's because of brown fat. When we think of fat, we often think of the bad kind that makes you gain weight, like visceral fat, which stores leftover nutrients as white fat in your body. On the other hand, there's good, brown fat, which burns off bad fat and helps prevent obesity. Amazingly, caffeine in coffee stimulates this good brown fat, aiding in weight loss. Plus, caffeine boosts metabolism, speeding up fat burning. But here's the catch. While pairing dark chocolate with coffee might seem like a boost to diet effects, it can lead to serious problems. The reason is that both chocolate and coffee are full of caffeine. So, when you have coffee and chocolate together, you end up consuming too much caffeine. The American Heart Association warns that excessive caffeine intake can cause severe stimulation effects, increasing the risk of heart attacks due to arrhythmias. So, from now on, it's better to enjoy chocolate and coffee separately. Then, what snacks might be good to pair with your coffee? The third and the last, best pairing I recommend with coffee is nuts. Did you know coffee is great for brain health and preventing dementia? It's true. The caffeine in 2-3 cups of coffee a day actually stops the formation of tau proteins, which can cause dementia. Plus, the antioxidants in coffee protect and even help regenerate brain nerve cells. This means coffee can boost cognitive abilities and memory, and it's really good at preventing dementia, Alzheimer's, and Parkinson's disease. And here's where it gets even better. When you pair nuts with your coffee, you create an amazing synergy. Did you know our brain uses up about 20% of our body's energy? That's why it's crucial to feed our brain with the right nutrients. Nuts like walnuts, almonds, and peanuts are not only full of various nutrients but also rich in unsaturated fatty acids, which activate brain cells. This doesn't just boost your memory. It also clears fats stuck in your blood vessels, cleaning them out. So, better blood flow means more oxygen for your brain. Remember to grab a handful of nuts with your coffee next time. It adds a delicious nutty flavor and boosts your health too. So far, we've looked at the 3 worst and 3 best food pairings with coffee. Then, it's time to wrap it up. Instead of sugary mixed coffees, go for unbrewed or filtered good coffee. And sprinkle some cinnamon or nutmeg on it for a healthy twist. Also, don't take supplements or prescription drugs with your coffee. But have it with milk instead. Skip having coffee with chocolate, and pair it with nuts to boost your brain health. How does that sound? I hope by choosing the right companions for your coffee, you'll take good care of your health. Thank you so much for staying with me today. If you found today's tips helpful, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. And do share this with your dear family and friends. I'll always pray for your health and happiness. Thank you. Did you know that eating broccoli with this particular thing could actually harm your health, despite being hailed as one of the top 10 superfoods? Broccoli too has its food matches made in heaven and those that are a recipe for disaster. Yes. Even something as beneficial as broccoli needs to be consumed correctly to truly benefit your health. Pairing it with the wrong foods might do more harm than good. So, I've got something special prepared for you. To protect our health, I will unveil the 3 worst food combinations with broccoli, as well as the 3 best ones. Stay tuned to make your broccoli dishes not only delicious but a powerhouse for your health. Hello there. Are there still some of you who haven't subscribed? Hit that subscribe button and like right now. Share this with your dear ones. I promise to keep delivering only the best health information to you. You've probably heard countless times about the importance of eating vegetables for good health, right? If you had to choose just one type of vegetable, the best among healthy veggies would be the cruciferous vegetables. The name comes from the Latin crucifer, meaning cross-bearing, because the 4 petals of their flowers resemble a cross. These superfoods are packed with various nutrients and have excellent health protection effects. In our diets, we often encounter broccoli, cabbage, kale, radish, bok choy, and turnip from this family. Among these cruciferous vegetables, compounds called sulforaphane are abundant, which are known for their immune-boosting properties. Today's star among these health-boosting veggies is broccoli, recognized for its effectiveness in eliminating health-harming cells. In fact, the NCI has touted broccoli as the best anti-disease agent, and Johns Hopkins School of Medicine has praised it as a cure-all. But hey, did you know? Even such a healthy food as broccoli can be harmful when eaten with the wrong things. So, let's dive into the 3 worst food pairings for preventing our health with broccoli. And the 3 best ones that could help extend our lifespan in a healthy way. First up, the worst food combination with broccoli is, surprisingly, vinegar. Were you shocked? Many enjoy lightly steaming or blanching broccoli and dressing it with a vinegar-based dressing. However, it turns out this is a harmful combination for broccoli's nutrients. Alongside its miraculous sulforaphane, which destroys unhealthy cells. Broccoli is packed with vitamins and minerals. Did you know that broccoli's vitamin C content is double that of lemons? And 7 times that of potatoes? That's right. Broccoli is a premier source of vitamin C, eliminating harmful free radicals in our body, aiding in fatigue recovery, preventing colds, and even greatly benefiting skin health. Moreover, broccoli is filled with the ultimate antioxidant, beta-carotene vitamin A, making it top-notch for boosting immunity. Especially now, during the changing seasons with cool mornings and evenings and significant temperature fluctuations. It's crucial to include broccoli in your diet. But here's the focus point. The issue is that these wonderful vitamins are very sensitive to acidity. So, if you've been diligently eating broccoli for health, but then you sprinkle it with acidic vinegar or lemon juice dressing, it's all in vain. So, what should you dip your broccoli in instead? The answer is horseradish or mustard. For broccoli's immune-boosting compound sulforaphane to be effective in the body, it needs the help of an enzyme called myrosinase. This component is abundant in spicy sauces like horseradish and mustard. Therefore, dipping broccoli in something other than vinegar or sour dressings, like horseradish or mustard, is the miraculous way to consume it. This method not only preserves vitamins, but also maximizes the antioxidant effects. So, the first food pairing with broccoli we recommend is tangerines or oranges. What fruit comes to mind first as the weather gets chilly? Without a doubt, it's the sweet and tangy tangerine. Tangerines, a vitamin treasure, are a perfect match with broccoli. Besides the vitamins I've mentioned earlier, broccoli is also rich in iron. The iron content in broccoli is more than double that of other vegetables and is of very high quality, making it exceptionally well absorbed by the body. Thus, it's excellent not only for relieving muscle aches and cramps, but also for purifying the blood, strengthening the vessels, and being the best in preventing anemia. But here's a focal point. There's one way to double the absorption rate of the fantastic iron in broccoli. When you eat foods rich in vitamin C, like tangerines and oranges, along with broccoli, the vitamin C helps in the absorption of iron, creating an incredible synergy effect. Also, broccoli's vitamin K aids in the absorption of calcium, making it really great for preventing osteoporosis. As the tangerines and oranges packed with nutrients, make sure to pair them with broccoli and oranges. Secondly, the worst combo with broccoli is for those taking certain blood thinners for high blood pressure or high cholesterol, like warfarin, or those who are on aspirin. You might already know that broccoli, rich in potassium, antioxidants, and a good amount of calcium, is excellent for preventing high blood pressure. Indeed, consistent consumption of broccoli has been proven to lower the pressure in the heart and arteries and reduce stress, especially as the colder seasons approach. When blood vessels tend to constrict and make acute illnesses more likely, broccoli becomes a must-have food, but pay close attention here. the vitamin K in broccoli works in direct opposition to warfarin-based blood pressure medications. While aspirin and medications for high blood pressure and hyperlipidemia work to thin the blood to prevent sudden blood clots, broccoli helps in clotting the blood, aiding in stopping bleeding and healing wounds within the blood vessels. Thus, even with all the benefits of broccoli, there's a risk that it could interfere with the effectiveness of prescription medications. So you must be cautious. It's advised to wait about 2 hours after taking your medication before consuming broccoli. And a quick note, if you're thinking of drinking concentrated broccoli juice, be aware that it could strain your liver. So it's recommended to consume broccoli cooked indirectly. Next up, the second best food match for broccoli is onions. Above all, broccoli is packed with a component called selenium, which neutralizes harmful free radicals and boosts our immune system. In fact, it has incredible benefits against colon, lung, breast, and liver disease. Plus it's rich in dietary fiber, which binds to harmful substances and carcinogens in the gut and helps eliminate them from the body. So by including broccoli in your diet, you strengthen your basic immune system, preventing colds and coughs and keeping your body robust against diseases. And here's where it gets even more amazing. Pairing it with onions can create a miraculous effect. The quercetin in onions significantly boosts the benefits of broccoli. Quercetin helps prevent damage to the walls of blood vessels, lowers the levels of unhealthy LDL cholesterol, and has been shown to reduce blood pressure. Adding onions to broccoli not only enhances its vascular protective effects but the pungent flavor of onions, due to compounds like allyl sulfides, greatly aids in dilating blood vessels. Moreover, when broccoli and onions are eaten together, they can melt away arteriosclerosis and hyperlipidemia, breaking down body fat, which aids in dieting and weight management. Truly a miraculous method. Lastly, the third group for whom broccoli might not be the best match includes individuals with diabetes or those needing to manage their blood sugar levels. Broccoli has a very low glycemic index (GI) score and is incredibly effective at lowering blood sugar, making it a popular choice among many people with diabetes. In fact, based on research that studied the genetic profiles of diabetic patients, the sulforaphane in broccoli has been proven to effectively reduce blood sugar levels. However, the issue arises because this effect can be too powerful. Looking at the diets of actual diabetic patients, it was found that an excessive inclusion of cruciferous vegetables like broccoli led to numerous cases of hypoglycemia. For instance, some people even replace rice with broccoli or cauliflower for blood sugar management or weight control. Remember, even with the best foods, too much of a good thing can be harmful. So moderation is the key here. Here's a tip. Some might overcook broccoli, losing all its vitamins and sulforaphane. Among cooking methods, steaming or using the microwave preserves its nutrients better than boiling. So, this is crucial to remember. Lastly, the third best food match for broccoli is tomatoes. You're probably already aware of how beneficial tomatoes are for health. Alongside broccoli, tomatoes are recognized as one of the top 10 superfoods. When you eat them together, they act as a miraculous immune-boosting duo. In fact, the antioxidant lycopene in tomatoes is absorbed much more effectively when digested with broccoli. Research has shown that this combination has incredible effectiveness and boosts the wellness-supporting cells and prevents strength in our immune system, making it an ideal pairing. Particularly, it was found that the vitamin U content in broccoli is significantly higher in the stems than in the florets. And when you lightly sauté tomatoes and broccoli together in oil, the nutrient absorption rate skyrockets very effectively. So, this is definitely something to remember. So far, we've looked into 3 of the worst and 3 of the best food pairings with broccoli. Shall we do a final recap? Instead of dipping broccoli in vinegar-based sauce, try it with horseradish or mustard to maximize its immune-boosting properties. Also, broccoli, being a vitamin powerhouse, pairs wonderfully with tangerines, making it an excellent choice. If you're taking blood-thinning medications like warfarin, it's safe to eat broccoli about 2 hours apart from taking your medication. Moreover, eating it with onions is great for preventing cardiovascular diseases. And for those who need to manage blood sugar, remember not to overdo it with broccoli. Just the right amount is key. Pairing it with tomatoes makes for an absolutely perfect combo. As the weather gets colder and the temperature changes become more pronounced, it's crucial to include broccoli in your diet for cold prevention, immune system boosting, and eliminating carcinogens from the body. How does that sound? I hope you'll prepare and enjoy broccoli with these perfect food combinations to maintain your health. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. If you found today's video helpful, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. Also, share this with your beloved family and friends. I always pray for your health and happiness. Did you know that eating this with bananas can harm your health? Even though bananas are a superfood for your health, there are foods that go well with them and others that don't. Even with such good bananas, you should eat them wisely for your body's benefit. Eating them with unhealthy foods can actually harm your health. That's why I've prepared this for you. To protect your health and immunity, I'll tell you about 3 worst combinations of food with bananas and 3 best combinations. Hello! I'm your health expert, Dr. John. Are there still people who haven't subscribed yet? Please subscribe and hit the like button right away. Also, please share with your loved ones. I'll continue to provide only the best health information from now on. When you think of morning meal replacements or hearty snacks, there's a fruit that comes to mind first. It used to be a fruit so precious that only the wealthy could afford it. But nowadays, it's affordable, and you can enjoy it abundantly if you buy a bunch. Today's star is none other than the banana. When you peel off its bright yellow skin, you'll find sweet and soft, creamy flesh. Not only is it delicious, but it's also a true all-around beauty with numerous health benefits, such as protect your cells, immune boosting, and aiding in dieting. Some people enjoy eating it as it is, while others make banana chips by drying them, or include them in juices along with other fruits or vegetables. Bananas ripen from green to yellow to black, and as they ripen, their health benefits change significantly, making them a fascinating food. But did you know? Even with such healthful bananas, there are foods that, when eaten together, can harm your health. Now, let's explore 3 worst combinations of food that harm your health when eating with bananas. And 3 best combinations of food that boost immunity, along with recipes. First, the worst combination of food with bananas is milk. Are you surprised? Because bananas are filling, some people have them as a meal replacement on an empty stomach in the morning, or blend them with milk to make banana milkshakes. However, bananas and milk, which might seem like a perfect match, are not a good combination for health. Wait, are there still people who think that the sugar in bananas is bad for health? Let me clarify this for you. Bananas are rich in dietary fiber that helps balance blood sugar, and they are also packed with minerals and vitamins that fight against diseases. Especially, depending on the ripening process, bananas have different health benefits, making them amazing fruits. Unripe green bananas have resistant starches that are 20 times higher than ripe yellow bananas. They have a very low glycemic index, making them excellent for blood sugar management. Green bananas are full of prebiotics that act as food for probiotics in the gut, promoting gut health. On the other hand, as bananas ripen and turn yellow, they become sweeter and their sugar content increases. Especially, they become rich in antioxidants, vitamin B, and vitamin C. Finally, as they become overripe and develop brown spots, they are called sugar spots, known as antioxidants that fight against health-harming cells, while the vitamins and minerals in yellow bananas decrease. These brown spots are filled with health protection properties that strengthen the power of white blood cells. So, green bananas are great for diabetes prevention and dieting due to their low glycemic index. Yellow bananas are packed with vitamins and antioxidants. And finally, brown bananas are the best anti-disease foods. However, are you worried that the natural sugars in bananas might raise your blood sugar? Here's the solution. When you consume them together, milk lowers blood sugar because lactose in milk lowers it, making it a great combination. Moreover, bananas are rich in magnesium, and surprisingly, when you consume magnesium from bananas with milk, it helps the calcium in milk be fully absorbed into our bodies. But pay attention here. All these benefits only apply to those with strong stomachs. As we age, our stomachs and intestines weaken, and many experience reflux, where food regurgitates. Especially, you might have felt discomfort as if the banana was stuck after eating it for satiety. There's a reason for this. The rich dietary fiber in bananas is insoluble and doesn't dissolve well, so it stays in the stomach for a long time. If you consume milk with it, a bigger problem arises. The organic acids and sugars in bananas combine with the abundant calcium and protein in milk, forming lumps, making digestion even slower. In this process, over-fermentation occurs in the stomach, putting a significant strain on the stomach and intestines, causing fatigue and lethargy. Eventually, it can lead to chronic conditions like gastritis and reflux esophagitis. So never consume bananas and milk together. Instead, opt for food combinations that are easier to digest. Then what should you eat with bananas? The first food I recommend to pair with bananas is oatmeal. Instead of having bananas and milk on an empty stomach in the morning, you can have oatmeal or oatmeal porridge together with bananas. Oatmeal's dietary fiber is much better for gut health, making it the perfect match. Wait, are there some of you who are puzzled, thinking, bananas have a lot of dietary fiber, so why is it good to eat them with oatmeal? Yes, both bananas and oats are rich in dietary fiber, but they are completely different types. A banana contains about 3 grams of fiber, and most of it is insoluble fiber, which mainly helps increase the volume and weight of stools. That's why eating bananas might actually lead to constipation. So, for gut health, you should consume soluble fiber, which absorbs water well. That's where oatmeal and oats come in. Oats contain over 50% soluble fiber. So when you eat them with bananas, you can perfectly balance your fiber intake. Moreover, the fiber pectin in bananas surprisingly helps lower cholesterol levels in the blood vessels. It detoxifies the body and eliminates heavy metals. Here's a tip. For this detoxifying effect, you should consume unripe green bananas, along with the resistant starch found in green bananas. You'll also get the effects of natural insulin and beta-glucan in oats, which help regulate blood sugar levels. Secondly, the worst combination of food with bananas is sweet potatoes. despite being regarded as excellent meal replacements and diet foods, bananas and sweet potatoes surprisingly don't go well together. While excessive dietary fiber can indeed strain digestion, there's a more serious issue at hand. That's potassium. Some might wonder, isn't potassium a beneficial mineral for health? Yes, potassium is an essential mineral for our bodies. It's particularly crucial for cell health and regulates the functions of the heart and muscles, providing energy to our bodies. Additionally, potassium helps flush sodium out of our bodies, thereby stabilizing blood pressure and preventing cardiovascular diseases like hypertension, hyperlipidemia, and atherosclerosis. However, pay attention here. This beneficial potassium can pose a significant burden for those with poor kidney function. If potassium isn't adequately excreted from the kidneys, it can weaken muscles and even lead to irregular heartbeats. The issue lies in the fact that both bananas and sweet potatoes are rich in potassium. Consuming them together can lead to excessive potassium intake, increasing the risk of hyperkalemia. So, rather than consuming them together, it's better to have them separately. To ensure you benefit from each food's nutritional properties without risking potassium overload. Secondly, the best food to pair with bananas is nuts. Nowadays, many people suffer from insomnia and stress, right? A calm mind leads to a calm body, so stress relief and sound sleep are crucial for health. Consuming bananas with nuts is the perfect solution. Nuts contain beneficial unsaturated fatty acids and omega-3, but most importantly, they're rich in tryptophan. This tryptophan surprisingly converts into the happiness hormone serotonin in the brain. But pay attention here for tryptophan to convert into the happiness hormone. It requires vitamin B6. Today's start. The banana is rich in vitamin B6. Therefore, when you consume nuts and bananas together, they perfectly alleviate depression and insomnia. Additionally, bananas' magnesium has muscle relaxation benefits. So having a banana in the evening can further improve sleep quality. Moreover, bananas' potassium helps maintain stable heartbeats and balances the body's fluid levels, which is beneficial for keeping the metabolism balanced and less prone to stress. Now, as the last, third worst combination of food with bananas, we have cabbage. Many people diligently consume bananas and cabbage as the best anti-disease food combination, right? That's correct. As mentioned earlier, when bananas become overripe, they develop brown spots, known as sugar spots. In this state, the sugar content increases, but most importantly, it's when the polyphenol levels, which boost immunity, are at their highest. Thus fully ripe bananas are referred to as the guardians of anti-disease. According to Japan National Cancer Research Institutes, spotted bananas have a remarkable effect on creating TNF immune cells. They enhance white blood cell function by 8 times more than unripe green bananas. At this point, when you consume cabbage, known as the epitome of green vegetables due to its high content of chlorophyll and vitamin U, along with bananas, it synergistically enhances health-protecting effects. However, unfortunately, when you consume cabbage and bananas together, the body consumes a large amount of vitamin B6, which can lead to deficiency symptoms. Should you give up the anti-disease benefits and worry while consuming them? No. There's a miraculous solution. By consuming cabbage and bananas along with just one other food, everything is resolved. Then, the last, third recommendation for the best food to pair with bananas is eggs. Eggs are packed with numerous nutritional benefits, especially being rich in vitamin B6. When consumed with bananas and cabbage, eggs can prevent any loss of nutrients and only provide synergistic effects. Moreover, this vitamin B6, nicknamed the brain vitamin, plays a crucial role in supplying glucose, the brain's energy source. Furthermore, when you consume eggs, considered one of the most nutritious whole foods on Earth, along with bananas, it perfectly fills in any protein and nutrient gaps. Wait, if you consume only bananas as a meal replacement for breakfast, it might strain those with weak kidneys due to the magnesium content, worsening low blood pressure. But when consumed with eggs, it balances out the perfect nutritional equilibrium, allowing you to recharge energy and restore vitality without any worries and quickly. So far, we've looked at the 3 worst combinations and 3 best foods to pair with bananas. Let's summarize them together. First, instead of consuming bananas with milk, have them with oats or oatmeal. Secondly, since bananas are high in potassium, avoid pairing them with sweet potatoes and opt for nuts instead. Lastly, remember that bananas go well not only with cabbage but also with eggs. How does that sound? By taking care to pair bananas with foods that complement them well, you can protect your health and boost immune system. Thank you so much for spending time with me. If you found today's video helpful, please subscribe and like it. Also, don't forget to share it with your loved ones and friends. I'll always keep you in